Is it live?
Rotate device back. Oh.
What's it saying? Oh, like that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh man, we're trying to figure out this live. Okay.
Are we on?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So we're over at Beach Harbor Club right now. We wanted to kind of do a quick video here because in the last year and a half or so, we have sold 3 of the top 4 sales that are in here. I had a penthouse unit. Well, the first sale we had was mine, which was $1.2 million, large unit.
Which pushed the market up in here.
Pushed the market up in here a lot. I mean, the highest sale in here prior to that had only been $800,000. Once that sold, you sold a penthouse unit for $1 million.
$1 million even, and that was a gorgeous unit. No real water view.
No real water view.
A little bit
partial
from the master of the Gulf across the community.
Correct.
And on into the Gulf in the distance. Yours had a very full, well, both of them.
Well, so yeah, so the 2 units I had were, well, one of them had a full front facing bay view. The penthouse unit that's behind me up here had a private balcony that was directly on the bay, and then most of the rooms had views, but it was kind of a weird design or a weird layout. But my point in all of this is that it's really important that you have an agent that is committed to getting you top dollar if you're selling your property. And I think that our performance in here kind of shows you that we are committed. We are doing the showings ourselves. We are doing the open houses ourselves. And those are really just pieces that speak to what's going to drive that top dollar. So with all that being said, it's a great property. The property has a lot of amenities. You have a heated pool, gym, community center. They have community kayaks, boat docks. At the time that I sold the last unit of the 4 that we sold in here, the penthouse, at the time that I sold it, there were still 2 boat dock spaces available in here. And they're, I think, $395 a year for your boat.
Super inexpensive. Like if you were to take your boat to a marina, even Cannons or definitely Marina Jacks, you're going to be spending
way more than that.
At least 10 times more.
Yeah, well, and most people out here, what they end up doing is going over to the marina at Longboat Key. Well, it's usually $250,000 or somewhere in that neighborhood to buy a boat slip.
Well, and you have to, if you buy a boat slip in there or lease it, you have to be a member as well, which is starting at, what is it,
125, I think.
It's 100 something.
So,
100,000 to also join the club, so you use the amenities. But neither here nor there. I mean, so having this on site in a community like this, generally, not just Beach Harbor Club on Longboat, but generally properties that have, the common boat space here, like Windward Bay. There are so many others, Dream Island up that way, and a plethora of others, Whitney Beach. It's always going to be less than a marina.
100%.
So that's a huge selling point.
Huge selling point. If you're into boating and you want your boat right where you're at, and you're not, most of the people in town, if they have a boat, they're driving at least 15, 20 minutes to get to Marina Jacks or to one of the locations we just described. Here, it's right here. I mean, you're falling out of your condo into your boat and you're on the water pretty quickly.
Almost falling into the water, the high tide.
Yeah, it's high tide.
The other thing too is, because this has become such a popular place, you want to get with an agent who understands the waiting lists as well, because things have changed. Like where there are communities in the last even 2 years that had no waiting list or very small waiting lists, now have like up to 2, almost 3-year waiting lists in one community here. So if you're a buyer and you're buying to take advantage of the boating lifestyle right now, or when you do purchase and close, that's going to be critical in it making a decision too.
Well, I know I sold a unit up on Exeter, and the units that are up there in Exeter and Falmouth that are in that little community there, Longboat Harbor, they generally, there is a waiting list. And the first slips to come available are the ones that are outside of the harbor. So you're mooring your boat up, and you're basically
they're further out.
They're further out, exposed. And they're a little bit more exposed. And then it takes time for you to come down the list and eventually get a space that's inside the harbor and a little bit more protected. So
you gotta be patient.
You definitely want an agent that's going to understand all of that, so you know exactly what you're buying. You don't buy the condo and then find out, oh yeah, my brand new boat I just bought is going to be sitting completely unexposed to the weather, and it's a little bit more exposed. So,
and not to mention like the size of the boat, can it accommodate?
Right.
These are all things like just part of our due diligence to help our clients. I mean, so many of you are out of state, and we do a lot of virtual.
Sure.
Probably it's not more virtual than in person, but it's getting up there because people want to take advantage of being able to come to Florida while they can still afford it, I think.
Well, and having an agent that is transacting properties in these communities will help you. I mean, as an example, as I'm sitting here, I can look at these boat docks right now, and the boat dock spaces down to the right have deeper water. So you'll notice that the boats are a little bit larger, a little bit deeper, whereas the boat dock spaces that are down to the left, it's much more shallow down here. So you really only have pontoon boats that are down here to the left. And the reason is because it's much more shallow down here. If your realtor isn't transacting properties out here, they're not going to know that information. And you're going to get in here and find out, well, gosh, that brand new boat I just bought, it's too deep to go. Yes, there's 2 slips available. Yeah. Yes, I can get one of those 2 slips. It's only $395, but my boat can't go there because it's too deep to be on the shallow side.
We would never let it get to that point. Because these are all just things that we know. And Longboat is a very particular island, as are all the local islands. So each and every one are so unique. From Anna Maria, next comes Longboat. You got Bird Key, Lido Key, Siesta Key. And we go down to Manasota
and I mean, even
by Boca.
We even know Boca. We know, I mean, all the way down south. I haven't done any deals as far as Lee County, but we're looking to do one right now. So, but we have, we've done quite a bit even further south now. I mean, you've done quite a lot down in Manasota Keys
and on Englewood mainland. By the way, I know this is like a really random thought, but speaking to island properties and the fact that why Coldwell Banker, why us? One of our agents actually just closed the highest. I think it was the highest transaction now.
In Manatee and Sarasota County. Charles Bucky. I mean, he's incredible.
We love Charles.
Yeah, he's great.
The 2 largest sales year to date are with our office. So if you are in the luxury game, our office is absolutely where you want to be. One was represented at the Epic downtown, amazing, incredible penthouse that closed over 11 million. And now Charles Bucky, we love you and your
he's
team.
Really great.
Yeah, 13 million.
13 million, and interestingly enough, the guy who built that property had owned the lot next door.
That's right.
So he's now going to be building an 8,000 square foot home on the lot next door. So Charles is one of those very fortunate agents that he has a lot of great development, and he has a lot of clients that are really just looking to invest and develop and build these incredible ultra luxury homes and properties. The Whittier property that he just sold, the one that we're just talking about, I've been to the property. It was spectacular.
I hadn't seen it.
It's just spectacular. It was 3 levels high, I believe.
Not so bad.
Really wide lot, directly on the beach, and walking distance to St. Armand's Circle.
Lido Key.
I mean, you're right 2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks from that property to St. Armand's. So you're walking to St. Armand's. Your private beach area. I mean, it was really spectacular. So
shout out to Charles.
Yeah, shout out to Charles.
Shout out to Kelly Baldwin. Yep. Again, we are with now. There are a lot of great agents, so please don't take this the wrong way, but we do feel strongly that our office is, I mean, we do have the largest market share in our area. And for the sellers listening, why is that important to you? There's a lot of reasons why, but primarily to get the right buyer at the highest price because we have the market share. And, we're happy to have conversations with you individually. If you're thinking of selling or purchasing, we're kind of heading into the pre-high season. So we're ramping up. And just want you to call us. We want you to reach out to us. Thank you for watching the live. Hopefully there's somebody there we can't see.
But if you can give me a call anytime, 941-586-2460.
And I'm at 941-544-7690.
Hi. Thanks. Hi.
Okay.
I was trying to wrap it up. It's a mistake.